So one more day is a wonderful day. It's very sunny. Finally the rain has stopped a little bit, so I couldn't put any video because it was raining a lot. So all my jobs had to cancel, move the appointment. So finally have a break. So it's time to set more post more videos with the quickset. Now we have this one as the Saturn, the 2008 XR Blue. Is the replacing windshield is broken already, has a couple of cracks. It's the old glass, so we're gonna replace it. Now remember, on this one you see the corners, they are deep. Okay, as you see my fingers pointing on this part, my glass is behind this one, so that's gonna show you the quickset can go in the corners. And I have also this point for the bracket for the fender is on my way, so we have to, usually this windshield has to go in these directions to avoid this bracket, but I will show you with the quickset is not a problem. Now today I'm going to show you a little bit how you're going to break the glass using on the runway the quickset. So I'm going to set my quickset here. I got a second wheel at this point, so I'm really high. So as you see, I have to go not really high, not really low, but I have a lot of room here to play with this one or this one. Now if I want to play in the second attachment, can be, it's not a big deal, but I will be to angle. So as you see, there's no way I can go because it's going to touch the metal on the firewall. So what I'm doing here is I want to play with this one, the same like we're playing before. So let me take this one, I go on the second one, I mean the first one, sorry. Remember, you're always going to play in the third one. 1, 2, 3. The other one's only in deep windshields like Mercedes, but you know, most of the time you're going to play with this one. Okay, now I got that one, so I'm going to lift the glass. Remember, this is the middle, you can see the line. It says 1, 2 hands on this plate right here, up a little bit, attach my quickset. Now remember, you have to clamp the glass when the position here, because if you set over here and you don't have tapes on clamps, the glass is going to fall too much or go up too much. Remember, you have room to attach the molding on these sides. Okay, so now I'm fine. Remember, get the molding. You remove the bottom molding. Remember, set before, because you're going to set with no molding and you're going to be short or more bigger. So that's the point. Okay, as you see, it's good. I'm going to use my safety glasses because I'm going to show you how you're going to break the glass on the runway. What happens if you lift the glass, lifting from the corner? The next jobs I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what happens when you lift the glass on this area and you make pressure here. You're going to see how it's going to break. Okay, today is just a review, things you cannot do it with this one. So now this is the point. I'm going to lift the glass from here and you see what happens. I lift the glass here, you lift here, this is what happened. You see that? There you go. Now I am in the shake. But what happens if you are outside when the glass is really hot? That's going to happen. When you lift the glass from here, like this, you see the crack right there. Okay? Even with the anchor going to make the pressure less, but it's going to break no matter what. So as you see, the crack is on the wheel. Don't do that because they're going to stick those little glasses on the wheel. You have to clean it up before you set the glass or the good glass. So you see, never leave the glass to the corner. Now the next cut I'm going to do, I'm going to break the glass, the old glass, making pressure, clamping or taping here. Remember, it's over here, the most here, but you go from this part, 2 hands or 1 hand down. Can be 1 hand, no problem. 2 hands is not very bad, but you go more than 3 hands down and you clamp here or push pressure, you're going to break the glass in the same way. But I will show you that one in another cut. Okay, so now I want to just show you what happened if you lift the glass from here. Okay, so this is what happened. You break the glass in that area. So never lift the glass to the corner. Okay, always to the middle. Or maybe not to the middle, but no close on this area. You have to go from here to the middle, 2 hands on this way, or from here, 2 hands from here. You lift them from here, never to the corner, or you're gonna break the glass right there. Okay, so I'm gonna clean everything here, and soon I finish, my glass have to be ready. I'm gonna use the Sika Max 60 because they don't have down express. I'm gonna use this one. I like it. I like this one, and Max 60 is really fast. So I'm gonna finish this one. The kit is really expensive because come with everything, but I want to finish with that one. So I'll see you in the next shot. To set the glass, remember the corner will be here. I will show you that. Okay guys, so we're ready. So already make you know, the clean. We put the activator. We just covered the scratches, nothing much, just that weight with a little lamination, but that's it. Remember the wheel has to be clean because I make the dry test breaking the glass. I've never left any dust or any kind of old glue here because it's going to damage the glass, the next glass, because this is the nylon. They're going to keep those little dust here, so when you set the glass and it's sliding, they're going to break the glass. So always make your wheels clean. Okay, so we have the quick set of it attached. Remember the corners are a little deep in this part. So now remember the review. So we're going to set the glue, I mean the tool, and this way. Let me just get this part right here. Right there. Now remember the suction cup, depend how big is the glass, but the middle, little more up to the middle is the best set for the suction cup, the third one, because it's 1 and 2. You're gonna set this one. You can use one, but more higher, the fall will be more faster. So 2 hands is enough. Alignment with the corners. Now remember the anchor, sorry, is gonna be 1 hand. When I say 1 hand, it's open hand right here, okay, and that's all. So that's simple like that. So we're gonna leave the glass always in the middle. Remember, you have experience with these cars, the moldings, they are not really nice. They're really tight. So that's the only I don't like with this Saturn. These kind of moldings, they're a little harder. It's not the same like the rubber molding, it's like a plastic molding. So that's the only I don't like. But it's not gonna make too much problem. Let me just put this one here. So I'm gonna set the glue. In this case, because when I use the sachets, I start from the corner. This guy I'm gonna use in the middle because this one is gonna finish before. There you go. So remember, we're gonna set the glass. I'm not gonna use my protector. I'm gonna use it. You can use it or not. I use a couple of times, just when the glass is heavy. But if it's not heavy, I don't use it too much. But it's much better because you don't feel any pain on your arm. So we're lifting this one. Remember, the only I'm lifting is the glass and 2 cups. You can use any kind of these ones, but I like the WRD because it's the very soft, really light. So remember, at this point, my arm is close to my body. I don't feel any weight on my back. Now, if you think you're gonna feel the weight when you go up there, it's not weight because you're gonna put your arm like this. I don't feel any weight. I'm balanced. Set my glass. Let it go. Now, corner first. In this case, because it's deep, go my corner first. You see it, and touch the top. Now this one I'm gonna go higher because this kind of molding is really difficult to make turn. So I'm gonna go right here just to find. Let me put this cup because I never cleaned the roof, so I don't want to make any scratches to dirt. Sometimes that kind of dust can scratch the paint, so that's why I never clean. Now here at this point, when you take this one out, don't put any pressure now because you can break your glass. Even when it's strong, because it's new glass, don't make any pressure, okay? So as soon as I take this one out, I'm holding from inside, go down. Don't put any pressure in here. When you clamp, or put a piece of tape over here. Over here you can do it, but most over here, I mean, you can go 1, 2, that's the risk. Always from here. So it's 1 right here, but you go more than that over here, you're gonna break the glass the same like when you pull the corner, okay? So on this point, push a little bit, just I wanna find here. I clamp, because I got a lot of force here, not make any problem. And after that, put your fingers, and that's all. I never hurt my back, I don't feel any stress, I'm feeling really comfortable with this set. Okay, as you see, flip is nice. This one is already there. The only I have to do here is pushing down, you see, and it's gonna flip. Okay guys, so I'm gonna finish here. So in the next step, I'm gonna show you how to break the glass when you do the wrong way. Put the clamp or the tape in this area and you will see how it's gonna break with the old glass. Okay, so see you next shot guys, and let's go. Okay, now we're gonna use the quickset. Remember, in the center, 2 over here. You're gonna set right here. Remember this one, I'm gonna leave a space because remember we have a molding, so probably counting the molding is gonna be right here. Okay, in this position, because I have a molding, so I remove the molding, so I'm gonna be shorter, so that's why I'm gonna go a little more space for the molding. Okay, now I'm gonna show you what happened when you put pressure on the glass. Let me get the anchor. So over here, remember there's just one open hand. I'm gonna set a suction cup. You can use whatever you want. Remember, it's 1 hand and 2 hands from here, so it's gonna be here, alignment with the corner. The risk to break the glass is more because now it's more pressure on this area. You still have the height, it's not a big deal, but let me show you. Take that one out. Remember, this one will go more lower, it has to be on the edge right there. I'm gonna make my test if what happens if it's a good glass. Remember, I lift it from here. You see that? There's more pressure now. I take it off. I'm gonna set the glass right there, sliding. Find the bin number first. Let it go. No problem. Set. But what happens if I put pressure on the driver's side and the passenger side on the bottom? The glass will break because it's too high. If I take this one out, my glass is down. But if I clamp, no here, over here, let's see what happens. You see that? That's gonna happen, okay? I have to break it more because the heat is making the PVB more flexible, so it's not going to break no matter how much push heat. But this is what happened. You put pressure here, you see that? The glass is going to break. That happened if you clamp like this, okay? So this is going to happen. Exactly the same problem before. Remember the other one I did, the Saturn, when I pull from the corner, it's going to break in the same way. So that's why never clamp or taping more lower than this. Always 2 hands the most, or 1, okay? Alright, now it's going to be difficult part to leave the glass because it's broken. But I want to show you what happens when you push in the corner. It still is really hard to break it, but it can happen, okay? Don't happen to me, but I don't want it to happen to you, okay? So I'm going to remove this one if I can, because now it's going to be very difficult. You see that? So don't put pressure on the bottom of the corner or the glass will be break. Alright. Okay guys, so I'm gonna clean now the B, vacuum a little bit because maybe little teeny glasses dropped, that's why I covered the bends, but I have to just clean and vacuum, and see you in the next shot. Okay guys, so we're ready to set the glass. Remember, this kind of OEM glue you see is really slow, I mean really low, really thin, really smooth, really, I mean it's not really strong, this kind of glue up here. So let me take my little tape out. Always when I get these glasses from the dealers, they never remove this one, but I do because this is going to be my gravity stop. We want to say gravity stop. It's going to just catch the pitch wheel and make the molding attach and stop the glass to sliding down. So and make it go down more, so it's gonna be better. Okay, so now we're ready. Remember, we put the wheel on the bottom, the last one, or the first one I mean. So let's gonna set this one. Okay, set it right here. Find the bin number over here and let it go. Remember, go slow. Find the set. Go down over here. Clamp. And remember, just let it go. Alright, perfect. Remember, this kind of glue, careful when you're pushing down. The OEM from Porsche is really soft glue. I want to say soft, it's not melty. If you're pushing too much, it's going to squeeze from everywhere inside. So just like this, make sure you have the right height. Clamp really tight to the roof before pushing down, because remember we have it, the double face tape is going to touch the molding. So I'm not going to push it down like this. I'm going to go top and it's going to close the gap like this. Okay, then I don't like too much this OEM. There's not much pressure I can do. It's just leaving like that. A little more that way. Just pushing down a little bit. And then like that. You see it's squishing out a little bit, little bit. You can see it right there. And that's all. Okay, guys. So we're finished here. So I'll have to just put all the wires on, and we're finished. Okay guys, so we finished this one. I hope you liked the video. Remember, I show you how to break the glass. For today, lifting the glass from the corner, always the middle, or a little more less than the middle, and don't put any pressure on that corner. Okay. Okay, so finished. Have to just put all back together, and let's go to the next one. Okay, so see you next time.